Now, compared to some of the other things Harry said, that perhaps wasn't the most revelatory, but it did start this campaign by a US-based think tank. It all goes back to Harry's memoir, Spare, in which, amongst the bombshells he dropped, was the admission he'd taken drugs. Now, who questioned how Harry had been allowed into the US if he'd made the submission. They were questioning, had he lied on his paperwork? Was he given favourable treatment, special dispensation?
Meghan Markle has shown absolutely no class. These words, straight from Donald Trump's mouth, have ignited a firestorm of controversy.
Anyway, that legal case has been rumbling on for 2 years, but it seems the Duke of Sussex has been given this rather unexpected lifeline by Donald Trump, who, despite having previously said if he was to be re-elected, he would not protect Prince Harry because he had behaved badly.
But what led to this scathing assessment? In a live confrontation that's left viewers stunned, Trump didn't just criticize Meghan. He made a startling prediction about her future with Prince Harry. The details of this royal saga are more explosive than anyone could have imagined. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great! Thank you so much. Now back to the video. Trump's latest verbal onslaught on the Duke and Duchess of Sussex has sent shockwaves through both sides of the Atlantic. In a characteristically unfiltered fashion, the former president didn't mince words when discussing Prince Harry's relationship with Meghan Markle. "Harry is whipped like no person I've ever seen," Trump declared, his words cutting through the usual diplomatic niceties surrounding royal matters. But what's really behind this brutal takedown? Trump's history of unvarnished comments on public figures is well documented, but his royal critique seems to stem from a deeper concern. It's not just about personal dislike. Trump appears genuinely worried about the future of the British monarchy. The former president's assessment goes beyond mere disapproval, painting a picture of a once-respected prince now under the thumb of his American wife. Trump's critique extends to Meghan's treatment of the late Queen Elizabeth II, suggesting a pattern of disrespect and ingratitude. "I'm not a fan of Meghan," Trump stated bluntly, "and I wasn't right from the beginning. I think poor Harry is being led around by his nose." These comments have sparked a firestorm of debate in the UK, where public opinion on the Sussexes is already sharply divided. Trump's words seem to resonate with a segment of the British public who view Harry and Meghan's departure from royal duties as a betrayal. On the other hand, supporters of the couple see Trump's comments as yet another unfair attack on a pair simply trying to forge their own path. The former president didn't stop at criticizing their past actions. His predictions for Harry and Meghan's future have raised eyebrows and stoked public curiosity. Trump boldly claimed, "I want to know what's going to happen when Harry decides he's had enough of being bossed around." This statement not only questions the stability of their relationship, but also implies a power dynamic that many find troubling. As Trump's comments circulate, we see a stark contrast between his blunt style and the usual diplomatic approach to royal matters. While most politicians and public figures tread carefully when discussing the monarchy, Trump charges ahead with his trademark candor. This approach has its critics, who argue that such public airing of grievances is inappropriate. However, it also has its supporters, who appreciate the straightforward, no-nonsense attitude. The stage is now set for an even more explosive revelation. Trump hinted at potential legal troubles for Prince Harry in the United States related to his visa application. "We'll have to see if they know something about the drugs," Trump teased, referring to Harry's past admissions of drug use. This suggestion of impropriety adds another layer of complexity to an already contentious situation. Trump's cryptic hint about Harry's visa troubles wasn't just idle gossip. The Duke of Sussex's candid drug admissions in Spare might now threaten his American dream. This collision of royal honesty and US immigration law could spark an international incident with far-reaching consequences for the prince and his family. The complexities of US immigration law are now in the spotlight, casting a shadow over Harry's future in the States. His past admissions of drug use, once seen as a brave step towards transparency, have become potential ammunition for immigration officials. The fine print of US visa applications is unforgiving when it comes to substance abuse, and Harry's openness might come back to haunt him. Trump's potential re-election adds another layer of uncertainty to Harry's immigration status. Known for his hardline stance on immigration, a second Trump term could spell trouble for the prince. The former president's administration was notorious for its strict enforcement of immigration laws, and Harry's high-profile status wouldn't necessarily shield him from scrutiny. The legal implications of Harry's drug use admissions in Spare are now under the microscope. US immigration law is clear. Applicants who admit to drug use can be deemed inadmissible. While Harry's royal status and wealth might have smoothed the path initially, Trump's comments have thrust his case into the public eye. Immigration lawyers are now speculating about the potential consequences, ranging from a simple review of his status to more severe outcomes. Trump's tough stance on immigration enforcement is on a collision course with the unique situation of a British royal in America. The former president's America First policy didn't make exceptions for celebrities or royalty, and Harry's case could become a high-profile example of this approach. The irony of a prince potentially falling foul of immigration laws isn't lost on political commentators, who see it as a test case for equality under the law. The potential consequences for Harry range from minor inconvenience to a forced return to the UK. At best, he might face additional paperwork and interviews to maintain his status. At worst, he could be asked to leave the country, separating him from Meghan and their children. The stakes are high, and the outcome could have profound implications for the couple's future in America. In light of these immigration concerns, Trump's challenge to debate Meghan takes on new significance. What was once seen as political posturing now carries the weight of potential legal consequences. The debate, if it ever materializes, could become a forum not just for personal grievances, but for serious discussions about immigration policy and the treatment of high-profile foreign nationals. Trump's confrontation with Meghan Markle has exposed deep cracks in the modern monarchy and celebrity culture. It's a clash of titans, pitting Trump's brash, unfiltered style against Meghan's carefully curated public image. This showdown raises intriguing questions about authenticity in public life. Are we more drawn to Trump's no-holds-barred approach or Meghan's polished persona? As this royal drama unfolds, the court of public opinion is split. Some applaud Trump's willingness to speak his mind, while others criticize his attacks as unbecoming of a former president. Meghan's supporters praise her grace under fire, but detractors question her motives and sincerity. In this battle between old-school confrontation and modern media savvy, who will emerge victorious? The answer may reveal more about us as a society than about either of these polarizing figures. As we watch this spectacle unfold, we're left to ponder. In an age of carefully crafted images, do we crave raw honesty or polished diplomacy?